Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we are talking about Drake DefenseCon 2952. So if you don't know the story behind Drake DefenseCon, Drake was not invited to Invictus Launch Week. And so they just said, screw you guys, we're going to do our own thing at the same place you're doing it. So they created DefenseCon, and it's all about Drake. Of course it is. Drake is the people's manufacturer. Well, at least that's what I'm coining them to be. You know, a lot of controversy surrounds Drake as a manufacturer. A lot of their ships and vehicles end up in the hands of the shadier folk of the verse. The outlaws, the pirates, those type people. But there's no denying that Drake makes quality vehicles. One of the aesthetics of a Drake vehicle is bare bones. They don't make it look pretty just for pretty's sake. If there's piping in your ship, they pretty much show it. You know, they're not going to cover it up with some drywall or something, you know. So Drake is very much a bare bones type of manufacturer. They don't even put ejection seats in any of their ships, which is insane. But Drake is one of my favorite manufacturers. So let's take a look at this opening video here, and we can identify some of the ships, and then we will go into the ship cell. So right here you have the Cutlass in 3 different paint variations. Then you have the Caterpillar. This is the Mule, the new boy on the ship, or the new boy here. And then you have the Dragonfly. So all are pretty cool vehicles and ships. Let's go ahead and take a look at some more offerings from Drake. So the Drake Mule, like I said, this is the new boy on the ship. And you know what? I'm going to save an image so that I can use this as my thumbnail for this video. The Mule is a vehicle that is designed to take packages, up to 6 of the small boxes, as well as some larger cargo boxes. So you can see here they have some of these boxes, what is that, Zeta Prolinae? I can't remember what the green ones are. I should remember that, but you get the idea. You can stack them up on top of these racks. You can also pick up cargo, and it can store it in the top or in the bottom down here. And you have the forklift-like properties of the front, and you can transport the cargo with these forks here. So, pretty cool little vehicle. How much use is it going to be? Well, you know, we'll have to wait and see. You know, some of the gallery down here has some pretty cool pictures. You can see that they're unloading some of these boxes. And then there's also multiple paints. Now, there's one picture out there that shows it loading boxes into a Caterpillar. So hopefully we'll see that one here before too long. But you've got the base. You've got Smokestack. You've got Reburn. I kind of like the Reburn, actually. And the Bushwhacked. Reburn may be my favorite. These are all the different paints available. You can see it's 4.2 meters long, 3 meters wide, 2.7 meters tall. And it can hold 6 hand boxes, 1 SUU crate in the rear storage, and 1 SCU crate in the forklift storage. So I like this little thing. I do. But if you want one of these, the Mule plus the Smokestack paint is $40 for War Bond. The Mule regular is going to be $40 as well on War Bond. And if you want it with credits, it's $45. Now, you can get it in packs. What does that mean? Well, if you guys are a fan of the Cuddy Black, or you're a fan of the Dragonfly, the Caterpillar, you can get LTI on these ships right now. So let's take a look. I will right click on both of these here, but for $120, you can get LTI on your Drake Mule, your Cuddy Black, and get the industrial hanger. That's awesome. The Cuddy Black, as you know, the only way to get that or get it with LTI right now is if you were to gray market it, or you were to CCU up to it, or buy a big package that had LTI on all the ships. But you can see here that it's got lifetime insurance because it's part of this pack. Now, if you decide you want the Caterpillar and the Cuddy Black and 2 Drake Mules, $440, you can get all of them with LTI. So that's not a bad deal. I mean, the Caterpillar itself is what, $350, something along those lines, and then the Cutlass Black is another $100. So I mean, you're pretty much getting these mules for free almost in that particular package. So if you don't want to use just cash and you're going to use credits, $140 for the Mule and Cutlass pack, $490 for the Broad Load pack. Now they also offer a deal on the paints. You get the 3 paint pack for $720, a 2 paint pack for $510, or you can get just the regular individual paint packs, just individual paints for $3 each. You can also upgrade into the Mule. I don't know what you would upgrade particularly into the Mule. Maybe a cargo. Hey, that's actually not a bad idea. I've got plenty of MPUV cargos. Maybe I'll do that. Hover quad. You could upgrade your hover quad into a Mule. I've got a few of those too. So some options there, some ideas. But let's get back to the rest of Drake DefenseCon, because the Mule is not the only offering they have. We also have the Buccaneer, $110. This is a great little nimble fighter. I recommend, if you're getting this thing though, it's not gold standard yet, so it's easily broken and can be troublesome when you start losing thrusters on this thing. It makes it almost impossible to fly. But if they fix that little issue, this is such a fun ship, such a fun little fighter to have. So keep that in mind. Once it fixed up, this is going to be one of the most fun fighters. And, you know, with my Kraken, I plan on having a couple of these in the smaller bays because they're just going to be that awesome. Caterpillar, $330. Sorry, I was wrong. I thought it was $350. But no, it's $330 for the Caterpillar. And if you click on it, you can get the paint packs with it, which I like that Mistwalker paint a little bit. That's pretty cool. Or you can get it in the bigger packages as well. So there is that. You can also upgrade into the Caterpillar. Not a bad upgrade choice, actually. Then we have the Drake Corsair at $215. This is the exploration version of any Drake ship. As you see, this is kind of like the Constellation, only it's Drake's version of it. It's going to come with more guns, probably less actual, exploration capability. Oh gosh, little goddess pack comes up a lot. Yeah, $215. Now this thing is actually going to be a good buy for you right now, because when it goes to flight, which it should do before the end of the year, I think, this price will go up probably. My guess is $20 or $30. So get it now so that you benefit from it later. Then we have the Cuddy Black for $100. The Cuddy Blue for $175. Now, the Black is the best value in the game, if you ask me. Best value. It can do so many things fairly well. I mean, it's got 4 size 3 guns capable. It's got a turret in case you want to bring along a buddy. It's got cargo space. It's got jump seats in the back if you want to bring along 5 other buddies. I mean, this is a great ship for the price. So, again, if you want LTI on this thing, I highly recommend you get the Cuddy Black and Mule pack. I mean, it's just an awesome ship for the price. You're not going to get that big of a value out of any other ship as far as I can think. But this is a fantastic value. 45 SCU of cargo space, I believe, as well. So you can carry cargo in it. It's really a great ship. Then you have the Cuddy Blue, which is more for bounty hunting, or it's even more cargo oriented than the black. You actually have pods in the back that you can put your captured bounties, prisoners, etc. in. And again, it's 175. They don't have like war bonds for any of this stuff, really. It doesn't look like, so you'll have to take what you get. Cuddy Red, 135. Not worth it. Completely not worth it. The black is a much better buy now. The Cuddy Red is more or less an ambulance. It's not going to have the medical beds in the back that are really going to be super beneficial to most people. It used to, this was our go-to because you could revive yourself in one of those beds. But now that they're moving more and more towards what things are going to be like at the end game, these beds are only used to treat minor injuries. So Cuddy Red, not a great buy, $135. To me, it should be less than the Cuddy Black. Then you have the Cuddy Steel. How many people have this ship? I'm going to say hardly anybody. At $235 for a Cutlass Steel. It's not a steal. Actually, it is a steal. They're stealing your money. That is way overpriced for what this ship is. Yeah, you get more guns, maybe more armor. I mean, it looks like it could be armored up. I don't know. But you get a lot more guns and a lot more space for Marines. But that's it. This thing is still a Cutlass. It's still able to be shot down. I mean, you got 20 people on board. Pardon me, I'm yawning. But you get 20 people on board this ship, and you could lose 20 people in a Cutlass. This is going to have to be really heavily armored, in my opinion, to make it anywhere near worth $235. And, of course, armor is not technically in the game yet, so I don't know. I mean, $235. The black is $100. It's almost 2.5 times the price. What? How? I don't know. I might be the only person that owns this ship in the entire Star Citizen universe, and it's really only going to be a museum piece. But yeah, $235 for the Cuddy Steel. The Dragonfly Black, which is a little crazy because there's some yellow in this one. There is one called a Yellow Jacket, and it's all yellow Dragonfly. There's also the Hello Kitty paint job for a Dragonfly, but that one hasn't been available for a long time. Again, $40 for a Dragonfly. I would say you could probably buy this in-game for cheaper. Like, it wouldn't take you very long to get the money to do it. $40 for a ground vehicle, quite a bit. But you can also use this one in space. So it's got multi-usability, I guess you could say. And if you're going to have a Kraken or something like that, you may want a few of these to fill up your Dragonfly Bay. We'll get there in a minute. $40 for the Dragonfly Black. The Drake Herald. This is a data runner, and it's one of the fastest, if not the fastest ship in the verse. This thing has massive engines in the back. It's designed to be a message runner between systems, inside systems, etc. Yeah, I mean, that's what it does. There's nothing else to this ship. I mean, you should be able to capture some data from people unknowingly, and then get the heck out. But yeah, that's why this ship is only $85. I mean, it's you're not going to fight with it. Some people are saying you can race with it, but I'd say you could race in a straight line. It's not going to be super maneuverable. So yeah, I mean, this ship, I'm sorry, but save up for a Mercury Star Runner. You'll have much more fun in it than you ever will in the Herald. And I'm a Drake fan again. I like some of the Drake ships, but this is not one of those ships that I would recommend getting. Okay, now let's talk the big boy. Two of them, actually. You've got the Kraken and the Kraken Privateer. The Kraken is a multi-role light carrier. It was kind of Drake's response to the Idris. And as you can see, it's got 4 medium-sized or small-sized landing pads, 2 medium-sized ones, and 2 extra small in a bay, as well as spots for dragonflies. It's got a dragonfly bay on the inside as well. So this thing can actually carry a lot of different ships and vehicles. I think it can transport like 4,000 SCU of cargo as well. It's got a freaking a tram inside that goes the length of the ship because it's such a big ship. You need the tram to get from one location to another quickly. So yeah, this is awesome. It's got some size 8 guns, which is bigger than what is on the Javelin. The Javelin has size 7s. I mean, this thing is going to be able to hold its own, for sure. I mean, you're going to definitely want to use some of these spots here for fighter aircraft to protect you. But, yeah, this is a freaking awesome ship. Now, the price. 1,400 war bond. And they actually still have some in stock. That is surprising. I am really surprised. What time is it? It's 8? Wow. Yesterday, they sold out the first phase like in 2 seconds. So I'm surprised there is any stock here. Now, if you want the credit version, there is no stock available. So hopefully you guys have some real world cash to throw in there if you want one of these bad boys. But $1,400 for the Kraken. Now, we're talking about pixels. We're talking about a game. We're talking about a video game and $1,400 for a ship. That's insane. I don't recommend you do that unless you just absolutely want to contribute to this game being made, or you have a bunch of people that all want to use your Kraken as a base of operations, and maybe they will go into it with you. But that's a lot of money, period. So I don't really recommend that you buy one of these unless you're a super dedicated Star Citizen. Otherwise, you can let that one go, guys. You can get it in game eventually, but yeah, I mean, that's pricey. And even pricier is the Drake Privateer, which they're saying also has limited stock right now. $1,700 for the Privateer. That's a lot of money. What's the difference between the regular Kraken and the Kraken Privateer? By the way, $2,000 for the credit version. So the biggest difference is a lot of the cargo space that the original Kraken has is going to be used for stores and storage for those stores on the Kraken Privateer. So it's a floating mall. It's a space mall, guys. That's pretty much what the Privateer is going to be. You know, you're going to be able to park this thing in orbit somewhere. People come to you, land, go check out all your stores. Which, by the way, it does have 2 stores that can be black market stores because they are going to be immune to scans, according to the lore for the ship. So you can have a couple of places that are selling arms or something illegal, while the rest of your stores are legit. But they also take out the Dragonfly bays for those stores. So really, it doesn't have the storage capacity of the regular Kraken. It doesn't have, I'd say it doesn't have all the fighting capacity. I mean, it does. You still have all the landing places on it and all the guns, but you don't have the Dragonfly bays. You don't necessarily have the storage for repairing and rearming all of your fighters. It's a mall. It's a floating mall. But it should make some pretty good money. This is quite a bit different than the Banu Merchantman, which the Banu Merchantman you would bring to the people to buy goods. This you will set up and put out a beacon, hey, come buy goods from us. So they have to come to you. Which one's going to make more money or be better? I don't know. I mean, the Banding Merchantman has a little more capability because I don't think you're going to want to take your Kraken down to planet surfaces all that often. I mean, it's a massive ship. So landing on the surface of a planet could be taxing as far as fuel cost. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Then again, the Mule for $45, non-war bond. And then the last one is the Vulture. So the Vulture is not quite in the game. It's in the game enough that you can go into it and explore the inside of it. But it's not due for release until the next big patch, till 3.18. That's when salvage is going to start making its way into the verse, and the Vulture will actually have a job to do, and they will have it pretty much set up to start doing the salvage stuff. So again, $140 for this ship is probably a decent deal for a starting salvage ship. That's right in line with kind of like the Prospector on the mining side of things. We'll have to see what all they have when it comes to salvage, how big of a process it is, and how much money you can make off of it. That's the key. Because, I mean, last I saw, scrap was pretty cheap. So you'd have to have a lot of scrap to make much money. Hopefully, some of the money can be made from components and stuff, but that's a whole nother story. So, yeah, that is your Drake DefenseCon in a nutshell. You can get the Vulture with 10-year insurance right now on a War Bond daily deal if you decide you want to upgrade. And we can take a look at this video. I think this is kind of showing you where Drake DefenseCon is. So you don't have to leave the August Dunlow spaceport. It's going to be right there. Awesome. So if you want the Drake Complete Pack, $29.52, $4,400, you would get LTI on everything, and then you can do $4,900 if you had credits. So again, lifetime insurance, you get everything Drake here. Pretty cool, but I'm a little disappointed we don't have the paint jobs included. They should start throwing in the paint jobs. What do you guys think? Shouldn't the paint jobs be included in this stuff? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed Drake DefenseCon and pretty much Invictus Launch Week. I mean, there's only going to be a final day left, final couple of days after Drake DefenseCon. So today is Sunday, tomorrow Monday, and Tuesday I think are going to be the last 2 days. And then in about a week or so after that, they usually do Alien Week, where they only sell the alien ships. So if you haven't spent all your money and you want an alien ship, might be the best opportunity to pick one up. But guys, thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I should have got this video out yesterday, but I had a long day of work and was unable to get it out. We couldn't even play the game yesterday, so I'm not even going to attempt to go to Drake DefenseCon and get video of that right now. Maybe later today. I don't know. The servers were really a mess, and we couldn't even get our weekly TexasSpaceNavy org event night in last night. Guys, I do appreciate you. If you're new to the game and it looks like a game you want to get involved with, make sure you use my referral code. It's going to be in the description of the video. If you're looking to join an awesome org, my org is Texas. You can look them up on the RSI site or use the link in the description of the video as well. Put in an application on our Gilded, which is also below, and we'll get you in. There's usually people playing on a daily basis, so there's always somebody that you can meet up with to play with in the verse. Please make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Check out my YouTube, Patreon, YouTube members and Patreon. I think it's only $1 to get in on my YouTube members. I really do need to revamp my Patreon for you guys because there's not much value there, and I apologize. So we'll work on that this year. I'm trying to get some merchandise as well. I need to do some redesigns or work on some designs for that. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. I'll see you out in the verse.